What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a news story for Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. It's been a while since we talked about this game. The last time we talked about it was, I believe, the delay, so it hasn't been great news, but with the whole Spider-Man 2 thing going on of, PlayStation Store and everybody gets so excited, actually one of my followers, and I wanted to make sure this wasn't a thing that's been there for months and months and months. One of my followers did notice this, and then I checked separately, and it seems like, yeah, this is just kind of new. Over the last few days, people have noticed this about Avatar, and it's that it says on the PlayStation Store, when you click about the more details, the compatibility notices, it says it supports up to 2 online players with PlayStation Plus. And so I do want to thank Michael Davies. He's the one who took these pictures and sent them to me, so I definitely appreciate it. And this is the first time I think people have seen that. So all of a sudden, now it could be a placeholder, doesn't necessarily have to be real. It's not confirmed, I suppose, by Ubisoft right now, but if it is true, and I really don't see any reason to doubt it as of right now, Gotham Knights is a good example, too, of when they kind of posted things like this. It seems like it's a co-op game. And maybe it's like an online component, and there's a single-player part where you can only play, with yourself and by yourself, and then maybe there's a multiplayer thing where you can play with somebody else. Maybe you can play the entire game with the second person, right? But there does seem to be multiplayer, and there does seem to be up to you and one other person able to play the game. Again, it could be a separate mode. It could be you play the entire single player through with that person. And so this is pretty cool, and this kind of adds an extra level or layer to this game. Like I said, it hasn't been all great for this game. I've been on record saying, the first time we saw it, when we saw the 2-3 minute trailer, I wasn't really all that impressed. Now, I've never been a gigantic fan of James Cameron's Avatar, so maybe there's a biasness kind of baked in there. But I'm definitely willing to give this game a chance, and I always was. Even though the trailer didn't blow me away, I was always gonna try out this game, and this kind of just gives it that extra level. I'm not massively a co-op multiplayer kind of guy, but you know what? It does open it up for people who maybe, right? Maybe you're not into Avatar, maybe you don't like certain Ubisoft games or all Ubisoft games, and but now you see something like this, and maybe now you jump in. Again, bringing up Gotham Knights that I mentioned earlier, without a doubt, I do think Gotham Knights was helped by the fact that it's co-op, right? The game is more fun with co-op, I believe, even though, again, I'm not even a huge fan. Co-op just adds that extra, little bit to a game that is not present when you don't have it. So this really will, I think, open it up to more people, and maybe at the end of the day, makes it more enjoyable. Now, maybe it makes it less enjoyable, which is kind of a negative, if you play it by yourself, right? Maybe is it now meant to be played co-op, and if you don't play it co-op, now the game is going to suffer. Obviously, we need to see more. And like I said, last time we talked about this game, it was pushed, right? Because we were approaching when it was supposed to come out. I guess the window of time it was supposed to come out. And then they announced, I think through an investors thing, that the game has been pushed. I think it's next year. We don't really know when it is next year. So hopefully next fall, sometime around there. And hopefully we see it over the next little while. It would be good and nice to see it right about now. I feel like it'd be perfect marketing to even just re-show it, show a new trailer right now, literally this week or next week, because of, the second Avatar movie. I think that'd probably be good planning. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Does this make it more or less attractive to you? Let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.